I was born in a small town in North Carolina called Gibson, North Carolina. And I moved from Gibson to Morehead City, which is down on the coast of North Carolina. Very popular during the Vietnam War. That's where a lot of the troops went out. Went to school there. This was well, first of all, I was born on March 20th, 1944. And we moved there when I was a baby, because I don't remember moving there. So Morehead's all I knew. Went to a small school. It was only school at that time because schools were separate. My school had, from grades 1 through 12, 425 students. I remember that because I was on the yearbook staff, and when I graduated, we had 13 folks in my graduating class. 5 guys and 8 girls. And because of that, we had to do everything at school. Played on the baseball team, the basketball team, the football team, the band. I did everything I could do except for the choral club. I didn't sing that well, so I didn't join that. And everyone in my hometown, all the blacks at that time, were either school teachers or shrimp boat captains. And I really didn't want to do that. The town I lived in, Morehead, the train track came right down the middle of town. And as you came into town, everything on the right were white. Everything on the right were white, and everything on the left was black, including the school. However, where I lived, the white school was right across the street. It happened to be just on the side, the right side of the tracks. And I would leave home, go past the white school to go to my school, when literally I could have run across the street and been into, a lot of classmates were like that. We could have run across the football field and been at the white school, but of course things were separate then. I think most about growing up there, I wanted to do more with my life. I knew I wanted to go to college. My father had diabetes quite severely, and he died when I was a junior in high school. So I thought about being a doctor, but I didn't see any way. So after I finished high school, I had my foreign language teacher was Miss Corey Drakeford. And although I was a quite good football player, I had no way of getting my information to colleges. The football coach at Livingstone College in Salisbury, North Carolina, was a classmate of my foreign language teacher. And she wrote him a letter and told him about me, and he sent me a letter back and actually gave me a scholarship on her word only. He had no photographs, no pictures, nothing of me. And I went there and did well. I became tri-captain of the football team as a senior, and wanted to go to medical school, but being there to pay for my education, I washed pots and pans and had my little football scholarship that paid my way through college. And I wanted to go to medical school, but it really didn't. So after graduating from Livingstone, I went to Albany in New York, where I got a job at Sterling Winthrop Research Institute. I saw an opportunity to go to get a master's degree, but before I could get the master's degree, I had to complete some courses work. So I went to an all-girls school at night and got all the biochem and things I needed. Went to Temple University School of Pharmacy, got a master's degree. Then I finally applied to medical school and got into Albany Medical College, graduated from there in 1973. Left Albany, during the meantime I married and moved to Buffalo, and as I say, I've been in Buffalo since 1973. Had a practice from 76 to 83, joined General Motors in occupational medicine, in '81 and retired from them in 2017 after having had a stroke, and since that time I've been active locally in the Buffalo area with my church, and of course everybody's been active with COVID, and we actually, St. John Baptist Church had the first pop-up clinic of COVID in the whole state of New York. We had the Lieutenant Governor came and got her shot, Reverend Chapman, myself, my wife, and as they say, the rest is history. Most significant. You know, I speak, I haven't done it late, but I speak a lot of times, students, high school student career days, through my fraternity and mentoring programs. And I try to pass some of the things that happened to me on to students today, because things, although we are many, many years with racial divide and that type of thing, to me it hasn't really gotten that better. We're still shooting and killing people. But anyway, I tell these kids, you never know who can help you. So you have to do your best at all times, be nice to everyone. With this, I go back to Cora Jake, but this is my foreign language teacher. If I had to pick one, this lady literally changed my life by one stroke of the pen. Changed my life, got me into college, football scholarship, the whole bit. And I try to pass on to kids. You have to be nice to people, regardless who they are, what level they are, what they do, because you never know who's going to be there to help you. And if you help people, it will be repeated and passed on down to you. You know, might not know, might not come in 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 years, but it will come. I'm a testimony to that. Working with GM, when I went there were very few African-American physicians. And I ran into racism in my office, in areas of the plant, although there were people I didn't have problems with. But when I approach things, I always look at people, I anticipate the worst is going to happen, but I always hope for the best. And the majority of the time, the best will happen. Certain incidents have happened to me with people ask me, Doc, how do you work with certain people? I said, look, I have a family I have to take care of. I have to do what's necessary. I'm a man of God. My father was a minister. And I put all this together to always try to find some good, because I think regardless of who the person is, I think there's some good. And I try to find that good in that person and try to stir it up and magnify it and help them in essence and help myself.